There's a story in the Bible, the parable of the talents, where a master gave, some servants talents, and please see talents here to be what we know it to be today, which is the talent gift that was given to you. And the one that was given 5 talents, one was given 2, I think, or 3 talents, one was given 1. And the ones that were given 2 and 3 and 5 invested theirs, used it for what they actually supposed to use it for. But the one that was given 1 talent did something. He buried it, and when the master came back, he said, after all, it's just 1 talent, and why are you trying to reap where you did not sow? And that was taken away from him. And the ones that were doing something with theirs, their own, was skyrocketed. Now, it got me thinking, if the Nathaniel Bassey we know today, or the Sinach, or the big celebrities we celebrate today, or Michael Jackson, who was a big fan of Elvis Presley, if all he did as of the time he was growing was to use his energy or his ability to talk against Elvis Presley, how Elvis Presley is a bad person, how Elvis Presley has a lot of scandal, trust me, there will not be a Michael Jackson today. There are a lot of people in this time and age that I can show you that have talked their way out of their life and destiny because of the kind of heart and energy they have towards other people. Check those celebrities that always talk about or against other celebrities. Watch, with time, they go down. Check those men of God that talk against the genuine men of God, and how just because you're not in the same level, or just because they are doing something bigger than you, you develop a hate and anger, and you use the talent that was given to you to talk against somebody else. Watch, with time. Check those people that every time you're with them, they are looking for who to destroy. It has shown that they always amount to. What is my point? We are living in a time where the people that have been given a lot of talent and gift by God have used their energy and used the platform of social media to destroy their own destiny just by talking against other people's destiny. There is a law that what you constantly talk against, you can never attain. What you constantly destroy, the office you constantly destroy, the office you constantly abuse, you can never attain. What are you doing with your talents? There are people that what they are waiting for every morning is to go on blogs, and once they see a face of a celebrity, they are excited to read about the negative news about them. And when they see it, oh, it has made their day. My friend, it is a strategy from the devil to destroy you and destroy your destiny, because he knows that as long as you build and carry hate in your life, you will never amount to the thing God has called you to do. It is a strategy from him, and you have to refrain from it. Watch those ones that have done it. They are nowhere to be found. So while you're talking against these people and they are growing, you notice that there is nothing you are now doing that is working, because you have breached that principle of prosperity. What are you doing with your talent? Have a beautiful day. I was going through a Mercedes catalog yesterday. I love cars a lot. So I saw their first car many years ago. It looked funny. And I saw 2019 Mercedes, and you can see the change. And I saw a picture of a house of a rich man many years ago, and I saw a picture of a house of a rich man today, and you can see the difference, the change. And it dawned on me there's something that is constant with man, and it's change. And what that means is that as long as time goes, man goes with that time, and you see a lot of changes. But while all that was going on, I looked out and I saw the sun, and I realized that that sun has been there from the beginning of the creation of this earth. I realized that that sun has actually never changed. And I took something up and threw it, and it fell. And I realized that this thing that happened now, called gravity, has actually been happening since God created this earth. And I looked and I saw a picture of a sea, and I realized that that thing has been doing that wave since the creation of the earth. And it made me understand something with God, God does not change. Every single thing God has created has been the same. You see, man might change with time, but God does not change. Now, if God cannot change with his creations, what that also tells me is that the promises of God in the Bible for our life will never change. Now, listen to me and never forget what I'm about to say. The devil knows that God will never change his mind about you. So what he tries to do every day is to have you change your mind about God. Is to put doubts and to put certain things before you that will make you doubt the love of God. But I have something to tell you. I never want you to forget this. For the fact that you're seeing the creations of God, what that also means to you is that every single thing God has said about you will come to pass. Listen to me. For the fact you have seen that picture in your head, there cannot be a picture if it does not exist. Let me say that again. For the fact you have seen yourself doing that big thing, being in that company, owning that big project, means that it's supposed to come to pass. Now the devil's job is to make you believe that that thing is false. But you see, if it is false, where did the picture come from? Some people call it fantasy. But don't forget that every single thing we see today and we enjoy today, from our seat to the television to the car to the houses, was once in somebody's head. God's promises for your life will never change. Do not pay attention to the things happening around you now. Your situation presently might not look like the picture, but you see, the reason it's called a breakthrough is that you literally have to break through. And one of the things you have to hold on to is the promises of God for your life. So wherever God have made promises in the Bible, whenever God has said that greater is he that is in you, whenever God has said that he will make a nation out of you, whenever God has said that you're going to get married this year, whenever God have made every single promises about you, it means that it is supposed to come to pass. Do not pay attention to that voice in your head that makes you think you're worth nothing. For the fact you're seeing the picture means that it has to come to pass. God's promises will never change. Have that in mind. Have a beautiful day. I was talking to a bank manager, and he told me something. He said, whenever a particular amount of money hits a customer's account, probably in that is in hundreds of millions or billion, that hasn't hit the account before, that it automatically sends signals to some of the financial institutions and the regulatory bodies that a particular amount has hit this particular person's account. Now, what you need to understand is that whenever God says something big about you, whenever your next promotion is coming or the next phase of your destiny is coming, what you need to realize is that your fire gets on the devil's table. And what that means is that the devil deploys all sorts of attack to make sure that the plan of God does not come to pass. Hear this and never forget what I'm about to say. The devil is not interested in what God is not interested in. What that means is whenever God says, this person I must promote, this person will get to this level, the devil sends attack to make sure it doesn't happen. But here's the beautiful thing about this whole thing. While the devil is planning all sorts to destroy you, little does he know that what he's actually doing is helping God fulfill the ultimate plan of God by sending you to your glory. If only the devil knew that conniving and manipulating people and sending people that crucified Jesus to the cross was going to send him to his glory, he wouldn't have done that. I believe the biggest mistake of the devil up until today is that he sent people that connived and sent Jesus to the cross. But little did the devil know that by sending Jesus to the cross and thinking he has destroyed him, that he's actually helping God fulfill the ultimate purpose, which is sending him to the highest level of glory that we know him to be today. If only the South African government, as of the time of apartheid, knew that sending Mandela to 27 years in prison was going to make him one of the most respected men in the world up until today, they wouldn't have done that. What am I trying to say? That you're going through this process does not mean that it has finished. that you're being attacked, especially some of you that are doing something now that is supposed to take you to the next level. It is now this particular point that you know that something big is coming, that you begin to get all sorts of attack and all sorts of horrible things happening to you. Maybe you should find out from gold why is gold today. When you pick it from the ground, is raw gold. It actually does not have much value until it goes through something called fire. Until the gold goes through that thing, is not valued at the cost it should be valued. Some of you are in fire now. Calm down. It's part of the process. The devil always falls for this trick. Thinking he's destroying you, what he doesn't know is that he's making you king. Take care.
What's up, guys? So I asked someone this question a few weeks ago, and it took the person time to answer me, and I want to ask you the same question. What is your purpose on earth? Like, if today was to be your last day on earth, what is that thing that you want the world to remember you for? And if you have your answer, where are you in that process? Have you started? Are you about to start? Leave your answer on the comment section, okay?